ladies and gentlemen. My name remains Alexis Omianeke Wadiman in Canada. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wadiman in Canada. Kindly like, share, comment. As you do so, you'll be blessed in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. So, as I'm talking to you now, there's hope for Nnamdi Kanu. I tell you, I say there's hope for Nnamdi Kanu. The battle is not yet lost. Now, the truth be that one. There's hope for Nnamdi Kanu. You know where the hope they come from? Today, the U.S. Congress, they talk Nnamdi Kanu matter. They discuss the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. How he has been detained in a solitary confinement by the Nigerian government. How he has been discharged. How he has been discharged and acquitted in a court. The Nigerian government refused to release him. You understand? Say even UN and the lawmakers, everybody, they've called on the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu, that the government refused to release him. So, as I'm talking to you now, the lawmaker in US Congress, I will show you the video. I say there's hope. Nnamdi Kanu should just, we are doing everything to make sure say that conviction will be squashed. And the truth. So they took it today. Say how everybody, they shall say this man is innocent, all those things. Leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing. But the Nigerian Tinubu government, they went on to convict him for life imprisonment. So they discussed her for this to the US. So they brought the matter before Donald Trump. So you start say America now will now be consigned. America don't look at me, they will now be consigned now. So there's trouble. Even Tinubu, I'm not sure Tinubu with the eye when the day body now from globally, that is America, everybody, everybody. Tinubu will come back for 2027. That election, so because America, everybody, don't day body now. Tinubu, he never come back 2027. I want to use it is not those election where you keep people those kind of things where we say buy the day, buy the liver. Not Trump right now. So it will be difficult for him because now all eyes is on Nigeria globally. So there's hope for Nnamdi Kanu. We know me as I tell you so, I'm ready to do everything that we stand support Nnamdi Kanu to the end. Because I know so this one, not just shenanigans. So America, US Congress, that is US Congress, they talk about Nnamdi Kanu matter. Yes, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, they talk for US Congress. So America is now aware of everything that is going on. Everything when the man read, everything that just go on, that just happen. So there's hope for Nnamdi Kanu. They are going to appeal the matter. They are going to appeal the conviction, everything. Now America, US Congress, everybody now, they don't put ear for the matter. So they want to see how the matter they go. So I'm going to show you the video, make you see the guy who say talking. Finish Nigeria. Say Nigeria country, we say they give billions of naira. All those billions, we say US, they give them. They use it like corruption. You know, they reach the masses. Nigeria is corrupt. What I tell you, so the president, even the president, Nigeria president, is corrupt. It's even rank among the most corrupt presidents in the world. You understand? Tinubu. So eyes is on him. Now the truth be that he cannot escape. Tinubu cannot escape. Now the look of it, they say, the evil that men do lives after them. Lives after them. What this evil we say don't do, he cannot escape. God go disgrace her. God, it will be exposed. So there's good news. Nobody should lose hope. The brother should not lose hope. Me, I'm not from the southeast, but I'm part of the southeast. You understand? Because what they are doing to the southeast is bad. Nigeria, Tinubu, Yoruba people, all those stuff. So I'm going to show you the video. So make I show you the guy for US Congress. When they talk about the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. How everybody don't beg, even you and everything say they should leave this man. Everything. Nigeria government and Tinubu, they went on to convict him. So just watch the video. I'll come back.
Rise up for me against the wicked. Who will take a stand for me against evildoers? Nigeria is facing one of the gravest religious freedom crises in the world. As the former chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee on Africa, I have visited and have seen firsthand the direness of the conditions in what is now the deadliest place on earth to be a Christian. They are targeted, displaced, and killed simply for their faith. The ancient plea, "Is there no help for the widow's son?" still echoes today. Since 2019, nearly 17,000 Christians have been killed. In the first 7 months of this year alone, hundreds more were murdered. On June 13th, during the Yellowwater massacre, more than 280 Christians were slaughtered in a single day. These are not isolated tragedies, but a sustained pattern of religiously motivated violence, often ignored or even enabled by the Nigerian government. Extremist groups like Boko Haram, Fulani militants, and ISIS West Africa attack often without any meaningful intervention from authorities. The lack of response has created an atmosphere of impunity where Christians continue to live in constant threat and fear. The United States has previously recognized this crisis. President Trump not only designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern during his first term, but redesignated it again in his second term after President Biden inexplicably removed that designation. Religious persecution is tied to political repression and weakening institutions in Nigeria. Example, the detention of Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The United States must stay engaged, and Nigeria must change course now.
I think that so there is hope for Nnamdi Kanu. America, they are in charge of the matter. They are in charge of the matter. So this justice is in trouble. This justice is about to show all this injustice. So many things go happen. And many people will be disgraced. Nigeria. Many things will happen. And many people will be disgraced. I want to talk about how Nigerian delegates that were saying, to Nigeria, let's send that to this US Congress, to defend the alleged genocide, we will say America accused Nigeria of. All those people say, when they even enter plane, they go, are they mad? Those Nigerian delegates, are they even crazy? They even get like say America not put them. You see, one of the lawmakers disgraced them. Nigeria, all the lawmaker were the delegates where they sent from Nigeria, where Tinubu sent to go defend the crazy genocide for US Congress, they were disgraced. You understand? They say for them to even come to defend this kind of thing, it means say Nigeria government is not even serious about the issue. So I'm going to show you the video, make you see the video of the US guy, the US Congress man, when he blast Nigeria. He blast Nigeria, those delegates, when we say Nigeria sent gold, they were disgraced. And that's so they receive disgrace. Nigeria, since they continue to lie, the government try to cover things, when we say, they cover things, evil, they cover evil, they support evil, they perpetrate evil, the government. That's so they think they disgrace the Tinubu government. And this Tinubu government is not going to last. And they should not be because all eyes on them. So I will show you the video. I will show you the video of this U.S. congressman who say disgrace Nigeria delegate when they send go to the U.S. Congress. So watch the video.
So one question was, did things improve? I think the answer is no on that. Here's the question. Proportionally, do we see Christians killing Muslims in Christian areas of Nigeria the way that we are seeing radicalized Islamists killing Christians in Muslim areas of Nigeria?
What I can tell you, Representative Huizenga, is that Christians are disproportionately targeted based on their population.
Exactly. And by the way, for those that you can't pick up with the microphones, there's audible yeses behind you. Again, the people that are watching who are nodding their heads. Why? Because they have lived this. Their families have lived this. I went to school with kids from Nigeria. I've got neighbors who've been missionaries there, who have family there, who have friends there, who know this is going on. Yet we've got not just the mass media, we got people within Congress denying that this is happening, or certainly de-emphasizing it. It ought to be outrageous that it is Christians, moderate Muslims, anyone being terrorized by these radicalized Islamists in Nigeria, and we've got the Tinubu government sitting back and not doing enough. And I recently just was interviewed by Nigerian television, Arise TV, and that was really their question. Is the Tinubu government doing enough? And I had to answer, no, they are not. And I do not understand how a delegation can come here to the United States and downplay and come up with all of these other excuses as to why this is allowed to happen. It should be rejected and should be called out for what it is. And I've got a couple of other questions that my time has expired that I'm going to have to go and ask for them in written responses. But one of them I need to highlight is in Benue State, there's 1.4 million people who are considered internally displaced. Understanding that the administration has supported refugee assistance in dozens of other countries since taking office, what humanitarian assistance support are you providing or plan to provide to the IDPs in Benue and Taraba states, where many of those Christian communities reside? And I'll have to take the answer in writing. And Mr. Chairman, with your indulgence, just to show the breadth of this, I want to submit for the record remarks from the chairman of the Financial Services Committee, French Hill from Arkansas, who also serves on the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, the Intel Committee. And I serve as vice chair of the Committee of Financial Services. This is where many of those sanctions originate and the enforcement. And I will say this, sanctions are only as good as your willingness to enforce them. And as the chairman has pointed out, there are ways to get out of those sanctions. And that's through correct your behavior. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to submit the letter. Thank you. And with that, I yield back.
He said the man finish Nigeria, finish all the... So, I would like to stop here. So, there's hope for Nnamdi Kanu. My name remains Alexis Omiane K. Waterman in Canada. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Waterman in Canada. Kindly like, share, and comment. As you do so, you bless me. So, the case about finish. So, Kanu can still appeal. And now, the international community, the U.S. Congress, everybody, they are now aware of the matter. So, they will follow him strictly. Now, so hope it's not lost. So, Biafra, don't worry. Things will be fine. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.